The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters and any guests and do not reflect the views, thoughts, and opinions of any of the sponsorships or affiliates of thereof.
You are now tuned in to the Lake Talk with your host G Daddy Funk. The Lake Talk. What it do? It's your boys from the Lake Talk 801 podcast, where we shine light on local artists and entrepreneurs. To my right, I got Babyface Fonzie.
Yo, what's up?
To my left, the real Ruby.
Oh, yeah.
And myself, G Daddy Funk. As you could tell, I'm back from vacation. We went to Arizona.
Who's we?
Me and my family and my wife's family. We went to Phoenix.
How was it?
It was cool. I have a quick story. So, before I start the story, just know, always watch your surroundings, and because you never know, man. Somebody's always lurking, right?
Right.
So I was at the swap meet, and we were walking around, and I got tired. I don't know if you guys get tired after shopping.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right?
After a while, yeah.
Yeah, so, we're walking around, and I sat down, and, I was just looking around.
Minding your business.
Minding my business. My family was in front of me, so I could see them. And I felt something on my back.
What do you mean? Like, what? Describe the
like
feeling.
something like when, like, I don't know, it was like.
Oh, like someone
this,
grabbed you?
Right?
Like someone rubbed something on you?
Like something like that, right? So
Okay.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, nah, please. No, like, this can't happen to me. So then my two daughters came up and they sat next to me, and I'm like, hey, did a bird poop on me?
Oh.
And the bird pigeon shit on my back, man.
Damn.
Are you sure it was a pigeon?
No, I looked up and it was up there. It was laughing, bro.
It was a pigeon.
Pissed.
It wasn't a seagull?
Nah, it was a pigeon.
It was
man.
a pigeon?
It was a pigeon.
A fucking rat with wings, huh?
Yeah, bro, I was pissed.
Damn.
So watch, you always got to watch
Your
where you're at.
surroundings, yeah.
Look up, look down, because you never know.
Yeah. Have you ever got shit on?
Actually, yeah, it's happened to me before.
Oh, shit,
When I was
really?
like in junior high, I was walking home from school one day, and boom, I remember it fell right on my head, too.
Look.
And I looked up, I was like, damn, I just got shit on by a
Oh, but
bird.
you had a hat on.
No, I don't think I did. You can't wear hats. They didn't let us wear hats in junior high.
Oh, that's
So
true.
that
did
shit
it?
just shit right on me, bro. I can't remember if I went back home or if it was on the way home or if it was on the way to school. I don't know, but I remember that did happen to me before too.
Damn. Yeah, I was embarrassed, but it's all good, man. I just learned a lesson there.
Did you end up going to Sedona, Arizona?
Yeah, we went to Sedona. The thing is, we went to Arizona first.
Arizona.
Arizona,
it's like
Sedona.
it's funny the names that they got. Like, it's cool. Anyways, we went to Arizona, which is like a park where you drive through and there are animals like bears, wolves, bison. They're walking around and you're just driving through their their
Right.
habitat.
Yeah.
In a sense. And so then after that we went to Sedona. So it was a little bit later, but it was beautiful, man.
How was the weather out there right now?
It was like in the 50s. During the day, 60s, high 60s. So it was nice. I was wearing shorts, shirt. It was nice.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's hot out there, man. It's
Yeah.
hot out there. But okay.
They say it gets
cool.
to 120. in
Yeah.
summer.
I went out there to work.
Yeah.
It was hot. But anyways, yeah. That's cool,
Yeah,
bro.
it was cool.
That's dope. And you were out there for 3 days, huh?
Nah, we left Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We got there Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 4 days.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
dope,
it was
man.
cool. It
Yeah.
was fun. It was fun.
Well, welcome back, bro.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
And
Sorry
you.
that you got shit on, but you know.
So yeah, watch your back, man.
Hey, so what's going on in the city, man?
Oh yeah, isn't they're having the All-Star
Weekend here soon,
weekend
right?
soon? Yeah, it's in
February?
February, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna be popping.
I heard they're hiring downtown, right?
Yeah, there's
I
gonna
don't know.
a lot of restaurants, a lot of businesses downtown are gonna be hiring. So, I mean, if you guys are looking for any work,
Yeah. You
You
lazy
know.
motherfuckers, go get a job.
that's messed up.
Get it while the getting's good.
Yeah, bro. Nah, yeah, definitely. Get your bread up. But, Ruben, let them know who we're sponsored by.
Oh yeah, hey everybody. Our podcast is sponsored by Bohemian Brewery, crafting Utah's finest lager since 2001. Our favorite is their Mexican lager. It's called Cerveza, smooth, easy drinking, and literally perfect for any occasion.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bohemian.
Cheers to you guys. Yeah.
Cheers.
Was that the right button?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We need to,
Label it. Label the buttons.
You just have to memorize them. Play with it a few times and memorize them. That's all you have to do. Yeah, that'd be great if you could do that. But if you are tuning in for the first time, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere there. I don't even know. But anyways, hit that subscribe button. And also, thank you guys for following on our Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? Sharing our stuff. Even if you're not, maybe just, liking our stuff, viewing our shit. That helps us out a lot. And yeah, thank you guys so much, Salt Lake City. If this is your first time tuning in, I hope it's not the last. And then
enjoy.
If you're like, if this is your second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, whatever, if you're just like a person that just likes to watch our content, we thank you as well.
Damn, bro.
I'm mad,
bro. Why you gotta yell
I'm
at
mad,
them?
bro.
Why you gotta yell?
Damn, dog. Nah, I'm excited. I'm excited because we're working. We got a lot of things coming, and I'm excited to show you guys. But all in due time. So just keep an eye out for everything that we have going on. What's up, man?
Not much, man. I had some pretty interesting stuff happen at work this week.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to bore people with my, the shit that I have to deal with, man.
Nah, man, you're. It's
I
funny.
feel like you guys don't want to hear this.
No. I actually appreciate the stories you tell us sometimes because
they're all true, bro. You can't make this stuff up, man.
No, and that's what makes it funny because like the way you present it sometimes it's hilarious.
All right.
So tell us what happened. I want to hear this.
What if we do this? No, go ahead. Never mind.
No, let's do it.
No, I was gonna say let's save it for the end.
You
for
wanna
the
save
end?
it for
Yeah.
the end?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, let's save it for the end.
We'll save it for the end.
But don't forget, we have to tell the story of what happened because
I'll tell the
yeah,
story.
it was pretty funny.
Just don't judge me,
think.
people. It wasn't my fault, all right? These things just happen.
But yeah, cool, man. So
But we do have guests with us
We do
today.
have
Absolutely
guests with us
have
today.
guests with us, just like almost every single podcast that
Hey.
we bring in you, Salt Lake City. Let's go.
hey, so
What do we have, Fonzie?
So the homie hit me up. He's all like, "Hey, man, my wife has something that she's coming up with, and we want you guys to be a part of it." We are so excited to be a part of this, and
Tell him,
it's
Fonzie.
actually part of the culture as well. So it kind of aligns with what we're doing, right? Shining light on local businesses and everything in between. So without further ado, we have Showcall and Olga. Hey, let's go.
Yo, welcome back, Showcall.
Yeah, glad to
Yeah.
be back. You already know,
Hey.
family
I
gotta
miss that voice,
gotta
son.
visit. gotta have the little holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Now it's
yep.
time to come back to family.
Yeah,
you know?
Hey.
true.
How
Yeah.
was your holidays, by the way?
Man, it was great. It
Yeah?
was great. Yeah, definitely got to spend time with a kid and my wife. So it was very, very, very family oriented for sure.
Hell yeah! That's
You know
what's
what
up.
I'm saying?
You
First
guys
time.
you guys stayed here in Utah?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely stayed in Utah. We had the kids do some like sledding.
Oh, okay, sledding.
Yeah,
Nice.
they enjoyed it.
Nice.
First time really going solo. Well, second time, right?
Second time,
'Cause we
but I
went to
get
Park
to
City.
enjoy it more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to Park City the first time, and then we just kind of stayed close to home.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hard finding some spots with some real good hills, but Liberty Park had that one big hill.
Oh,
and the
that
kids-
one's scary, man.
Yeah, I mean the kids were
Liberty
having a
Park?
blast.
I
It's
mean,
fun.
the reason why I say that because I guess I messed up. I went on a little sled and my feet were touching, or the bottom of my heels were touching the ground, so it was kicking all that snow up. And I didn't have no like face gear, so it just I
Right.
got a headache with it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty scary.
Yeah. No, the kids had a blast, man.
Have you ever been snowboarding or skiing?
You know, I've been snowboarding once, but yeah, it definitely wasn't like professional, like
Okay,
I wanted it to be, but
You fell a bunch of
oh, man,
times.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Cali boy.
Would you do it again though?
Oh, definitely,
Oh, okay.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should all go.
I know. I
Let's
want
go.
to.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to go
yeah.
before. Yeah, the
That's,
snow season.
that's what I was gonna say, man. I haven't been sledding in years, bro, since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm down. That
Yeah,
sounds
sure,
like fun.
Sure, let's do that.
It is
Let's do
fun, bro. Yeah.
For sure.
So, let's talk a little bit about why we're here today, in the sense that we want to talk about the business that you guys are bringing. So you hit me up, you told me that your wife started this magazine.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So let's start off with that. Tell us a little bit about that and how that came about.
So back home when I was in Vegas, well, it actually started in San Diego. We when we were doing our promoting stuff, we got hit up by a magazine. It was Miss Quince magazine.
At the moment,
At
yes.
the moment. And it was one of the biggest ones in San Diego. And me and Dizzy actually did that show because he didn't have no DJ. They didn't have a promoter.
They
So
didn't
it's
have
like
an MC either.
no-
so pretty
nobody.
much he was the MC and DC was the entertainment for that day.
For that day.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
It was an expo that they did,
Uh-huh.
and so they invited us, and from there, we started thinking of potentials off, but we never concrete anything in San Diego because that's where we're from.
Right.
So we ended up moving to Vegas. We started to trying to bring it back, but then we had a couple of projects. We had a tourist company, like we were doing tours on the Hoover Dam,
Oh, wow.
historical
yeah.
tours.
Wow, yeah.
We were working on a mob tour, which was going to be pretty good. We were going to pretty much have people go into escape room. Then we were going to have them go to a gun
Shooting
range.
Oh,
Yeah, so they
wow.
can shoot a Tommy so they can feel
Yeah, so it
what a
feel
mobster
what it
will
like
be.
to, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yes.
So
So we were
I-
going to put him in the place of the mobster.
Yeah,
kinda.
so
Kinda.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
if you guys know if you've ever been to Vegas. They have a mob museum,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were actually working with the mob museum to give you the full experience, right? And then like she said, we'll do the escape room, and then from there we'll go to the museum, and then from the museum get the history of how Vegas was built off the mob.
Yeah.
And then we'll take you to the gun range so you can shoot a
Atomic.
atomic gun and
I always wanted to shoot
357.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the guns that they used to use for,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was like hands-on experience, mind-blowing experience, and just educational at the same time. You know
Right.
what I mean?
So,
So-
a fun fact about that is the fact that the people that built Vegas, it was the Mormons and the mafia.
Yeah.
The Mormons
Yeah.
and the
Mormons.
mafia.
They were
Yeah.
kind of tied in, and
Really?
secretly they were kind of tied in.
Yeah, the Mormons got their hands on everything.
Yeah.
man.
Right?
But
Get your hands out of my pockets.
I love
Joseph.
my Mormons, but you know, there is some secrets
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
you know that
Oh, yeah.
they don't want to shine on. But I'm not going to speak on that. I don't
Yeah.
want them to,
No,
come back
we,
on us.
We,
We like,
we love our Mormon
Yeah.
brothers, man. But
yeah.
you know,
So, but you know, there is some history there. You know,
Right. Oh,
so
yeah.
just kind of like look into your history a little bit, go in a little bit deeper, and you'll find out there's a little bit of ties between Howard
Those
Hughes
two.
and the mobsters and stuff like that, and the Mormons. So,
Wow.
but yeah, and then after that, we decided we wanted to bring back, since I was still doing entertainment and stuff like that. I wanted to really tap into like another market. So being from San Diego, it was like quinceañeras every day, right? Every Saturday, every Friday, you had somebody throwing a quinceañera somewhere, right? I didn't know much about the culture. I didn't know much about. It's just like, oh, okay, sweet. It's almost like a sweet 16,
Yeah,
but for
yeah,
15,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. Well, we throw parties all the time, you know. And there's a couple of quinceañeras that we did do, and she wanted to do something. She wanted to do something different. So I was like, well, let's try to open up a quince magazine. And she's like, oh, okay, let's try it. You know, so right at the beginning of the quinceañera magazine in Vegas, COVID hit.
Right?
Okay.
And then it just completely shut down
Everything.
So,
Yeah.
like, since I moved up here and I've been doing my thing and had a little bit of success here in Salt Lake, now I told her, let's get back into it, you know? And so we started doing a little bit of quinceañera stuff. And then, like, with my graphic designing and promoting and advertising and all that and doing expos, I wanted to bring back the quinceañera expos here in Salt Lake, because there is a lot of people were telling me, yeah, they used to have a quinceañera magazine out here years back, but I don't know what happened. And then,
Right.
like, just in October, we went to the first quinceañera expo here in Salt Lake for us
Okay.
at Victor's Tires. event
warehouse?
center. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that was pretty good, but we didn't see anybody doing any magazines, so we're like, oh, let's go ahead and try to reopen our
The idea
magazine.
of, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get a chance to do it for the simple fact that COVID hit. Like I said, we have various projects. So, like, I'm pretty sure everybody, when to start something, you have your job, but you have to go off getting off that job to be independent and do your own thing.
Oh, most
Yeah.
definitely. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to keep that job still and work at the event.
Until you find your grind and you
Yeah.
can finally get off of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's pretty much what we're trying to do. So
Okay.
Nice.
we started like thinking about bringing it back, bringing it here, and figured out how can this help the community. Not much of, you know, making a business just to make it a business, you know, because you have to give something
That's
in
true.
return.
Right.
So we try to figure out how can we help, you know, whether it's the quinceañera or the madrinas or the mom, it don't matter, you know. And so we didn't see anything that you will see the same as in Vegas or in San Diego. You have different outlets, you know, whether it's on paper or social media. I seen them on Facebook, but I didn't see anything
Right, like
Yeah.
that stood out.
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, there was catered to,
Okay.
you know. So we seen just, I guess, just one magazine. I don't remember the name of the magazine, and I don't want to bring it up. But we didn't see anything else, nothing else that
Gotcha.
caters to the Latino
Community.
community.
See.
Yeah.
And
So-
then not only that, but embraces the Hispanic culture.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of Hispanics here that do wanting to do quinceañeras, but there's no avenues, you know. So it's like us to bring out this magazine is pretty much a tool and resource for the culture and for the quince that's looking for whatever it is
And
that they're trying to do.
The local
Right.
businesses as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a hand in hand type thing.
You guys
So-
help each other.
So those magazines are gonna have companies that sell these products.
Oh yeah. So
it's
if
gonna
like
be
let's say for example, if I have a photographer, right, we're gonna promote their business on the magazine. So if a quinceañera needs a photographer, or if they need a DJ,
DJ.
or a grupo, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or any dresses, a choreographer,
Whatever
you know,
it is.
it's all of that one source. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it's on print and it's also gonna be digital. You know,
Okay.
so not only that, but with New Motion Productions doing expos, you're face to face.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're bringing the community together, and if based on the Hispanic culture of the quinceañeras and showing the special dances and the waltzes, and you know, just pretty much business owners doing like a B2B. You know, so it's like it works all the way around.
Yeah.
You know?
What exactly would you say inspired you though to take on this project?
I
would say that, like I said, I think Salt Lake or Utah to us has been good. You have other markets that are very saturated here, no, so you can build that door to utilize it, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, if you see the opportunity, I think it's very possible and reachable. You know, obviously, we have to make sure that it's something that you have to really think about it and figure it out how you're going to execute it. That mean, is it going to be perfect? Probably not.
Right.
But I mean,
But you're
either
taking a leap of faith.
exactly. I mean, you have to in everything you do.
Right.
Either you live a life of regret of not taking the chance, or you just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
That's true.
I get it.
There's not a lot of avenues for that. So you opening that is gonna help a lot of the people that are the quinceañeras that want, because they have to go to California or, or you know, all around
Texas.
to get it in
Yeah,
Vegas,
yeah, all
anywhere
that.
to get these things. So yeah, it's gonna be beneficial.
Why
for
do
them.
that? You know,
Yeah.
like when you
So-
can do it here.
So
Right.
for the magazine, right? You know, how would people subscribe to the magazine, and how would, you know, when are we going to start seeing the magazine? 'Cause
So-
it's going to be like a physical copy.
Yes.
Yes.
So our first issue is going to be with our first event, which is where we're looking in April. So when we throw the first expo, the Quinceañera Expo for this magazine, we're going to be issuing the first issue in spring. So it's going to be a spring edition.
Okay.
And then like we're working through the season, so it's like if you have summer, winter, like Halloween type feel,
Right.
you know. So it's all themed out, just like our expos are going to be. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
Nice.
Dope, man.
Yeah,
So I know you guys have an event coming up here soon.
Yes. Yeah.
When is this happening again?
So this is actually January 21st at the Newgate Mall. It's called Once Upon a Quince.
Okay.
And we're working with Enrique Montez. He's opening up a boutique. His grand opening is going to be there. So he reached out to me and told me, "Hey, I'm coming to Utah." He's a very famous
Designer. Dress
for
designer.
quinceañera.
He has worked with Chiquis. He has worked with Nurka and many other like actresses.
Yeah.
Probably that people might not know like American ways.
Right. No,
But,
no,
like,
but the
Latino
culture,
what
Latinos,
we know, yeah.
Hispanics.
Red carpet,
Exactly.
everything. But he's a really good friend of ours, and he reached out, and so we're just happy to be a part of it. You know, for his grand opening, I'm glad he's here.
Yeah.
You know, he's the king of fashion. Is what he calls himself.
Okay.
So
The king of
Enrique
fashion.
Montez, the king of fashion. So you guys check him out. Check Dream Bridal Boutique in Las Vegas. If you're ever in Las Vegas, go check them out.
Yeah.
And then also in Ogden, he has his boutique that's going to be opening up in Newgate Mall.
Okay.
Dope.
Wow.
So when it comes to partnering up with someone like him, you know, what steps does it take for you to like, okay, solidify your plans and everything? Because I'm pretty sure you guys have different plans, or you know, for like this event, what's he going to be focusing on, and what are you going to be focusing
So
on?
mostly focusing, just pretty much helping opening up, you know, like his dresses, his boutique, his grand opening. You know, he's
So-
the king of fashion. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like his shine is going to be when his fashion show comes up, when he's bringing his models and everything like that. We're just there to back him and support him because we're in Utah. We support our local art, our local businesses.
Right.
You know, so just for him to be here in Utah is a blessing, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm excited for what he's about to bring here to Utah,
Hell
you
yeah,
know,
sure.
as
Yeah.
far as quinceañera dresses, because he does custom dresses, handmade. So it's if you see his dresses, you'll be like, wow, you know,
They're
every
very nice.
piece is very unique and original.
And is he bringing his models, or are you guys kind
So
of?
they have their own models.
Okay.
We just partner up because it benefits us all. So we're going to pretty much what we're doing is networking.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much showcasing all his designs, everything that he's shown or he has to offer to the world, and to the girls that you know obviously wanna do their quinceañeras.
Right.
They can go check them out and see what he has to offer. He has very nice dresses. I mean, I known this guy's ever since Vegas.
Yeah.
And we were actually trying to consolidate something with him at the time.
Yeah.
So it was just odd, or I guess the right timing. I don't know. I don't believe in causality. How do you say that?
Coincidence.
Coincidence,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're
So,
okay.
so it was just really weird. So when we started like probably thinking about doing the magazine, we end up calling him. He ended up letting us know, hey, I'm about to open a boutique in Utah. So I was like, okay, so that must be a sign.
Yeah.
Let's just go
Yeah.
ahead and take the leap.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
collaborate.
nice.
That's dope.
Yeah. What? He had a question. so-
Yeah, I was gonna ask Guillermo, because I don't have kids, but you have a couple of daughters. You're gonna do quinceañera?
Nah, I'm not.
You're not doing
I'm
quinceañera?
not doing
Oh,
quinceañera.
okay.
See, and speaking of quinceañera, unfortunately, my daughter, when I explained before,
Yeah.
like my daughter was supposed to have a quinceañera,
Okay.
and she never got it because of COVID.
Oh.
And we were, and Enrique was supposed to make her dress. She was going to do a Cinderella theme.
Okay.
So, and in Vegas, we have a banquet hall that's actual a castle in Vegas.
Right.
So we were going to use that and then have it all themed out and everything. Enrique was going to do the dress, and the way we envisioned it, it was perfect. But COVID hit. Yeah, and so unfortunately, my daughter did not get to do her quinceañera.
Okay.
So, but I got my youngest one, so we could start working on her
on
now.
her.
So yeah.
Well, what about a Sweet 16?
Well, she's gonna be 18.
She's gonna be
pretty
18
soon. So, well, she was already talking about trying to do
A Sweet 18?
a sweet 18, but she wants to do like a.
Is that even a thing? I was just joking.
I mean,
no.
you
You
can
know,
do it.
you
I
can
mean,
do it. I
why
mean,
not?
I'm gonna have a Sweet 37 then. I guess.
Why not?
You're gonna wear the dress
No,
and everything.
I don't know about the dress, but
yeah. So
Horrible.
she wants to do like a
Princess
and the Frog thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, let's start working on that.
So for everyone that's not, for all the listeners that aren't familiar with the culture, Olga, can you explain to them what a quinceañera is and what it means?
So what I understood it comes way back. I think it comes even from the Hispanic point of view. You know, when the Spaniards came in, pretty much it's just saying that you turn into be a young lady. So you turn 15, and at the time, not now, you were ready to be married,
Right.
right? But that's not what we're doing now. So the thing is pretty much is celebrating somebody becoming a young lady.
Elevation.
So from being a girl to a young lady. So that's what I understood.
So what happens after a young lady? What's next after
She
that?
becomes a woman.
I wouldn't say, yeah, of course.
21.
But you know, because at that time,
You got
like,
responsibilities now.
right? No.
So it's like it's a celebration, right? So it's a what's like the normal like traditional like how does it work for people that don't never been to a quinceañera, like,
So what do you mean by that?
because like usually there's like it's like a dance and like,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Like,
So
how
you're
does a
talking about
normal
that. Okay.
quinceañera look like?
Well, so okay, of course it comes from the planning from the place to getting your chambelanes to looking for your dress, the banquet hall that you're gonna use, if you're gonna use a banquet hall, if you're not, how many padrinos are you gonna have? Was meaning those are the people that are gonna help you pay for your dress or the place or the beer,
Food,
whatever
band,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You
And
can
it
have
was-
padrinos for everything.
Yeah.
So. And then of course you have to have your choreographers because you have your walls and then you have your surprise dance and
Let's not forget the churches.
Of
because
course.
like the Catholic churches, you know, giving the blessing, you know what I mean? So technically, you know, you're planning, you do your presets, you know, of your dresses and stuff like that, getting ready. Then you go to the church, and then from the church you get your blessing, and then from there you go to your reception, and that's when, you know, where all your gifts from your like necklace or rings or
your last
your last gifts, you know, before you become, that's just
well, it's called your last toy. So that's the last toy you receive as a little girl becoming a young woman, young girl,
Young lady.
young lady.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you do? Is this gonna? Are you also gonna be like doing the designing and coming up with the themes and all that, helping the young ladies do that, or
I mean,
or is it all just in the magazine where they go and they
well
find somebody?
on the magazine. If you go online, right, on our website, we do have a quince planner.
Okay.
So pretty much it tells you exactly step by step what you need from the time you begin and to the date of your quince.
That's dope.
So it's like they could print it out, and then with the magazine, it shows you all the vendors you can contact, you know, so within local, and these are local vendors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Nice,
saying?
nice.
So it's not like Quinceañera magazine where they're spread nationwide. We're focusing on local businesses,
Right.
you know, so we're helping local businesses connect to the younger quinces or the future quinces or whatever it is.
or the
And-
moms,
yeah,
or
or the
whoever's
moms.
gonna pretty much
Yup,
pay
Right.
for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Showcall, what was the name of that website?
So it's gonna be it is MissUtahQuince.com.
Okay.
Cool.
If you need to add, like, you know what I'm saying, some, we have a friend that he started his limousine company.
Yep.
So definitely if you want to add him on that
Oh
list
yeah,
or whatever.
definitely.
Yeah, we'll get you in contact with him.
Yeah,
and stuff.
transportation companies, DJs, photos, choreographers. I mean, we have Esbe, but she's Warrior Studio in West Jordan, so she's definitely part of that too. She's one of our choreographers that we just put on the Miss Utah Quince magazine. So
Let me hit you with this question, man. How much is a family looking to spend?
it depends. I mean, you can spend between 5,000 to 20,000, maybe
Whoa.
40,000, depending on like how big or extravagant
want.
you want your party.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you know, that's their baby. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's like your big party. Like this is your sweet 16
Right.
or 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're looking at it like, okay, so as American wise, we celebrate the sweet 16. Hispanics celebrate the 15. So you gotta compare, like look at it like, okay, what's the comparison, right?
Yeah.
So on a Sweet 16, you know you're gonna go all out. You already seen it. It's been already on MTV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I was just thinking about that show.
Yeah. So you had Sweet 16, and you see how extravagant they go, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people who don't know about the quinceañeras, it's almost the same thing. It's kind of crazy. Like they wild out. You know?
We have fun.
You know? So so I mean, when they show out, they show out, and they spend money, and like it's their baby. You know what I mean? This is your time.
Think about it. Like the parents end up sacrificing a lot, saving money for when that moment comes. You know, they're prepared for it. But I would say, in average, it will be from $10,000 to $20,000.
Okay.
So, but it all comes down to what can you afford and how do you can do it.
It's what you budget on.
And so that's in a way we kind of help that, because we can look through different vendors and see what fits.
Yes. So you work around their budget.
Yeah,
basically.
Absolutely. Because
Okay.
I mean, just because you don't have a super extravagant party, it doesn't mean that you can't celebrate. You know.
Right. I get it. And you guys will probably help them make it extravagant.
Oh yeah, definitely.
absolutely.
And you already know, New Motion is always behind this. So, like, you know, I support my wife. My wife supports me, and you know, it's just like I said, it's embracing the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, however I can help, you know, build the culture and really expand it to the point to where it needs to be, then that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, my wife's Hispanic, my kid's half Hispanic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know much about the Hispanic culture until my wife came to play. You know, and we started actually going to quinceañeras. You know, and started working with the magazines in San Diego, and it's like I was kind of intrigued. I was already doing events already, so I'm like, when my first Quince Expo, I was like, oh, this is cool.
Hey,
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, what is that? I kept on asking, what is that? What are they doing? Is that a waltz? What is that?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like, but it's pretty cool because the surprise dances, they can do so many things. Like,
They go all
yeah,
out.
so
Yeah.
you know, from the ranchero stuff, the cumbias, and you know, hip hop. You know, they mix it all in. You know, and it's kind of crazy to see all that. You know, and they'd be doing flips sometimes. You know,
Yeah,
so,
shit.
yeah.
I need to
So-
go to one of those.
Yeah, you know, yeah. So and then the special effects, I mean, it's crazy. Like, yeah, I love the Quinces. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little personal. How did you and your wife meet, man?
Well, I was going to high school. He was not. I was 18.
Wait,
He
sorry, I had to laugh on that. Sorry, that was funny. He was not.
No, I was a senior.
Yeah.
He was already 22,
Okay.
but I was legal.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So we had friends that were common friends, and they started dating. And so I knew he had a girlfriend, but I didn't. I said, well, I stay away because out of respect.
Right.
So, but once that I knew that he didn't have a girlfriend, so I told his friend, I said, hey, you know, he's kind of cute, you know, and he's like, I won't tell him.
yeah, he
Lie.
lied. He's like, yo, I got a friend, I got a homegirl who's feeling you, dog, and it like for a week. Like he was telling me, dog, I got a friend who's feeling you. You know, you should go holler. I don't even know who you talking about, dog. What you talking about? Like, and then he's like kept on, yo, we'll see, we'll see. But she feeling you though. She feeling you, and that's all he said for a whole week. I didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I was invited to a friend's house, or to one of our friends, a mutual friend, and she had her friends and like her homegirls.
I mean,
and they
we
were
had
kinda,
a little bit of run-ins here and there.
Yeah.
My first run-in was they were my friends, and then he showed up with his friends because of that common relationship
Right.
that was between my friend and his friend.
Right.
And then it was kind of weird.
And this was in San Diego, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I was
Yeah.
wearing like this what were
it was like a pinkish 81. I still remember to this day. It's like a pink, like a jersey type, but a shirt. Like it had 81 on it, and she had like a pink hat.
Wait, she had
Well,
801?
that
No, 81.
Oh, 81.
So
Yeah, it was
that
81
pink
on
hat, I grabbed it from one of his friends. His name was Josh, and then they started telling me, "Oh, you look cute." So I started blushing. At the moment, I didn't speak very good English.
She didn't
I didn't
speak English
understand
at
it
all.
as well.
Okay.
So I started blushing, but I didn't understand really what they were saying. So they ended up taking off. I take it off with my friends. Then we had a second running, and I was on the club. I say club. It was
Oh,
a teen-
The Boys and
It
Girls
was-
Club.
No.
It was a teen nightclub.
It was actually that nightclub that when Dizzy was here.
Oh,
So the one I was
okay.
promoting.
Yeah.
So it was for us high school kids to go and hang out and
Gotcha.
dance and feel like we were grown ups.
Yeah, I've been to
Drinking
one of those
soda.
clubs before. It's cool, man. When you're underage, it's cool.
Yeah.
You
It's
got
like
something- dance,
you know, man. I get to go hang out, dance,
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I
feel
used to
like
fall.
like instead of drinking like beers and alcohol, you're
Soda.
drinking sodas and
And
water.
water.
$3.
That's funny. That's funny.
So that day I remember he just went there and he started dancing on me. I almost fell. I was like, he started twerking on me. I was like,
Dang.
Yeah,
but
you know,
you
you
weren't
gotta
used.
keep up.
No. You were twerking on her.
Yo, I had a, back then, I think Dizzy was playing Back That Ass Up by Juvenile.
Oh, okay.
So she was just standing there, just like not doing
Yeah,
it.
so you're like, I'm gonna get-
So I started backing my ass up on her. Almost made her fall,
My
but it's all
God.
good.
Yeah, it's all
You
good.
know?
Shit,
My
it worked
God,
out.
Oh yeah.
so after that we end up like he and his friend ended up bringing him to our house. At the time I lived with one of my friends, and then we still went to a date. And he fit me a chicken nugget, which I was like
McDonald's, man.
Right.
I was a cheap. I was a cheap date.
Nah, you were smart, bro. You were
Hey
smart.
man, you know what? At that time, you young, dumb. You know what I'm saying? You
Well,
ain't got much
I would
money.
say
It's like
he had out of the friends, he is the only one that had his stuff together. He had a car, he had a job.
Hey,
Like,
Showcall.
you know,
I'm a hustler.
no
dog.
scrub.
Hey,
No scrub.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. All right,
yeah.
that's cool. So then after that, what, you guys moved out to Vegas?
So after that, we end up moving to Arizona because allegedly we had a better opportunity. Well, he had a better opportunity. It didn't work out. And nothing against Arizona, but I just didn't like it there.
It was actually worse. We were in Bullhead City, Arizona. So when I first got there, I'm thinking already, man, we in a set of cars right now.
Yeah.
Like the first
City.
movie, like Bullhead City was like that. It's like
We only
barely
had Loveland, which is borderline Nevada in Arizona.
the only thing that
So
splits
the only entertainment you had is going
to
to
Loveland.
Loveland.
So they had to go.
Across the
You
state.
had to go to Nevada from Arizona across the bridge to get to the casinos on the other side.
Oh wow.
So it's like man, it's like literally if you guys look up Bullhead City, guys,
It's a
if you
town.
ever,
It's a
it's a
little
small town. It really does remind. If you would take a look at the pictures, it does look like Radiator Springs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're not into the city, that's your thing.
That's
That's
it.
good. I'm
That's
not into it.
yeah, I'm a city boy. I had to be back in the city. You know what I mean? So Vegas was the next move. You know what I mean?
Yes,
sir.
So made a little bit of success there. Kind of grew my name a little bit more in the entertainment game out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you though, it's brutal there.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of small time businesses like me will never get a shot in.
Well,
in
because
big
there's a lot of
casinos.
competition, right?
And that's not the competition. It's just because it's corporate.
Gotcha.
You got a lot of red tape on corporate ties. They don't want to bring in something that's a small promoter that's not going to bring money
for
to the casino.
example, if you want to have a business, right, and it's even nearby the strip, there's no way because the amount of money that they ask for to start your business is ridiculous. But they keep it that way so there's no competition.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, though, I think I think it's like it's who you know.
Yeah, it's not what
That
you
too.
know. It's
It's
who you know for sure.
Right.
And that is so true.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta work your network and know your ties, because if you're not getting in the door at all.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough, to be able to connect because of my stagehand stuff. So when I was working stagehand, I was building connections here, through artists, through promoters, through casino, just like event coordinators. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I had to play my ties from South Point, all the way down to the Silverton, to Westgate, to just plugging myself, right? Yeah. And I was able to do a lot of things, Okay. And when I came up here to Utah, and when Dizzy told me, hey, there's a lot of opportunities out here, so he's been trying to get me out here, like when I explained before, about 2 years.
Yeah.
Right. but I was doing shows and I was doing my stagehand stuff and going on tours and stuff like that. I was still building my connections. And now that I came here, my first show, I said, fuck it. It's almost COVID. I'm going to bring somebody, and that's when I brought Baby Bash.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like, okay, and then who am I going to bring next? Crazy Bone. Who I'm going to bring next? You never know now.
Hey.
You don't have to wait and find out.
And this is the reason why I asked, like, how'd you guys meet and stuff, and try to get personal so the people can know you, the listeners.
Yes.
And not only that, but also, like, as a married man, like, that's dope to see that your wife has your back.
Oh yeah.
For
definitely.
example, at the Expo event center, the cannabis,
Yes.
the wellness
Expo. Yeah.
Expo, she had your back. Like, she's like, hey, we did good. Like, what I'm saying? And she was there. You're there all the time. Every time we have meetings, what I'm saying? Your wife is there.
Yep.
And it's dope to see. It's like a power couple thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And it's like, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nothing is, I believe. Nothing good.
Yeah, definitely. Because when I was an artist, like, I stopped being an artist because I was afraid to lose this one over groupies. You know what I mean? And going to the shows and doing what I need to do. And, like, I was really, like, I had to step back a little bit because I wanted to reflect and focus on the marriage. You know what I mean? And then at that time,
though I supported it. Like, he will go to his events. I never was like, what are you doing? Like,
where
telling
you
him
at?
that, yes,
She
who
was
is
never-
you? Like, who are you with? And
You were not a toxica.
No,
No.
It's, look, at the end of the day,
Like, not at all. That's dope.
so I just think that on that behalf, my grandma raised me, right? And so she always told me that there's no way a woman should be fighting for no man. And so you're never going to see me do that. So because I know I have dignity, so therefore you're not going to see me trying to find out where you're at, what are you doing. You're a grown-ass man, sorry.
No,
so,
you're okay.
So you should
Talk
be
your shit.
able to
Yeah.
so you should be able to behave yourself or handle yourself, right? So if for example, a girl was to approach him and he was to make the mistake to go ahead and do,
Yeah.
but there's consequences, obviously.
Yeah.
I always told him, I'm not going to fight with no girl, but you already know my boundaries. You know how to carry yourself. You're an adult. We already talked about this. It's a hard no for me. That's that. I'm not going to fight with no girl over that.
Yeah.
That's
No
dope, man.
way.
But I mean, knowing Showcall, man, he seems like a respectable man. Ever since we met you, dude, you've been solid, man. So thank you for that, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure. And it's just like for y'all, just like that have our marriage, and you know what I mean. Just keep it 100 with your significant other. You know what I mean. As long as you keep it 100 with them, we've been married for 17 years.
Going 18.
So going on
Congratulations.
18 years, and a lot of my friends, kind of like look at me like, hey, show, like, how'd you do it so long? It's like we.
Well, they want you to quit and shit. Or
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
It's
they're
because
surprised. Like,
they behave differently.
Yeah.
So they don't see it like possible. They even like tell him like when they ask him like, have you ever cheated? And he says no. And they say like, no, you're lying.
Yeah.
You're crazy. There's no way. I'm like, well, just because you will do it doesn't mean everybody else is going to do it.
Right.
So
They trying to generalize and
Yeah.
put everybody in this
categories and stuff like that.
Exactly.
He's a black dude. He's always gonna cheat.
Hey, Showcall,
But,
how's
I
the
mean,
beer, man? How's the beer?
Man, you know what? The Cerveza, man. I mean, the Bohemian Brewery. Big up to y'all.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
Hey.
Goes down smooth, man.
Hey, you want
I love
another
it.
one?
Man, I'm almost done. But we good. No, we good.
Okay, you
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Let's re-up on
You
the
guys want-
Cerveza.
Yeah. Let's do that. So yeah, I mean, if you stay 100 with your wife, you know what I mean, and times are gonna be rough, you know what I mean. Just work them out.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
work them out
definitely.
because you never know. And if you know what you have, don't mess it up.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, bro, I'll tell you this right now. You're a better man than me, man. I'm 30 years old. My longest relationship was 2 years. So, like, you know what I mean?
because you're having half that one. Just
Yeah, you
Yeah,
haven't
exactly.
conquered
So
one,
for me, I'm
you
like,
know?
yeah, I cheat on her. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You know?
But I haven't met, like she said, the
Yeah,
one.
you know, and when I met her, I already knew that she was gonna be 100. The way she treated. I was like, no, I can't lose this one.
Yeah.
So your oldest is the 18-year-old, right?
17.
17.
The 17. She's
About
about
to
to
be.
be 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So she's your oldest.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. So her watching you guys, doing all these ventures with the businesses, I'm pretty sure it's cool for her. And you guys are teaching her, laying the foundation out to be an
entrepreneur, you could
an
say?
entrepreneur, but also taking leaps of faith in whatever she wants to do.
Well, yeah,
Well-
definitely. But in a way, she's kind of like she doesn't really like
She
doing
gets
all
her
the
own
business.
personality.
Yeah, she
So
doesn't like doing all
what
the
I
business
mean by
stuff.
that is, she is her own person. I always have raised them to be their own person. I don't want to be your typical parent, because I had one, where in our culture, or I don't know, but at least on mine,
Yeah.
pretty much is like your parents reflect to do a career, and that's not how it should be, because they have their own mind, they're their own person, and they're gonna make their own choice. Like, I can't make you to be a doctor or a lawyer if you don't feel like it.
Right.
And that's
You know?
always in the Filipino community too. Is like either
Nurses.
nurse, you're a nurse,
Yeah.
doctor, or a lawyer. And that's all they expect you to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, you're gonna be it's like, no, like I told my mom, I'm doing this entertainment thing. Entertainment? What you know about entertainment? So, Mom, I've been doing this for 25 years, you know, and we still argue about this stuff to this day.
Man.
Because she didn't really approve of me doing the whole entertainment thing.
Right.
She wanted me to be a nurse or a doctor.
See, and that's the thing. I don't want to put them on this box. I don't want to cut their wings. I want them to explore. I want them to figure out who they are. And if whatever brings them happiness and success to them, because success is not based on a box. For you, might be, for example, make a perfect egg, and for me, maybe not, maybe something else. So I always have to make sure that they are their own person. Like, she is right now very determined going on the Air Force. She wants to be a pilot,
Okay.
and she wants to be a nurse.
Okay.
Of all things, right?
Right now she's doing junior ROTC at Granger High School.
Hey.
So
she
for
goes to Granger.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
goes to Granger.
Dope,
but,
man.
Yeah, so she's junior ROTC Air Force right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
I always wanted to be a pilot, man.
You still can.
You still
man.
can,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I guess, huh?
On Modern Warfare. On Modern Warfare, bro.
That's cool. That's a cool.
GTO.
Yeah.
Go to the airport for
Yeah.
So the
Career
point of that
choice.
is just pretty much what makes them happy.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
with it.
that's
That's
awesome.
cool.
That's cool.
So have you always been trying to start your own business and doing these things, or was it when you met Showcall and you kind of?
Most likely it was when I met him. I was
Okay.
very, let's just say, very close-minded when it came to that. I was your typical, I have to get a job, 9 to 5,
Save.
Yeah. And he had always that itch of, I want to make my own business. I need to make my own business. I don't want to depend on anybody. I don't want to receive orders from anybody. So yeah, he was the one to kind of like move me, to move me on certain aspects that at the time I was very close-minded.
So when that, did that kind of not get you mad, but you're like, nah, this is how I want to do things, or you're
Oh,
open-minded
absolutely. So we bump heads most majority of the time. And I think that's the reason why we bring such a good balance to our relationship. Because he's one way and I'm another way.
Yeah.
Because if we were to be both the same, I think we were getting bored already. We would have been already separated. Absolutely. So he, like I said, you see me in the background. I am there. I support him. I give him ideas. I talk to them, or whatever it is. But it's always in the background.
Yeah.
You really don't see me on the spotlight. This is my first time being here. I'm nervous, but I'm here.
Are you still nervous, or you're
It's a good job. It's a good
I'm
job.
kind of like, okay.
Hey, okay.
But and like I said, so I've been very supportive, but always in the background. Never trying to be in the public or any.
eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. On the limelight.
And that's what we noticed, like when we were doing the baby bash and
Yeah, you were in the background,
Yeah.
but still supportive.
supporting, helping with things, and so that was cool to see, definitely.
Yeah, and then just to see my wife to try to do this magazine, it's like, oh yes, she's finally doing it.
That's tight.
Like, and she's on this podcast, like first time ever. Like, like, yeah, I'm very proud of my wife. You know what I mean? Stepping her game up. She is a boss. You know what I mean?
Hey.
But she definitely does a lot of things to help me. So like, I can't run a company. It's not a one-man show.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So with just the moral support, mental support, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. I come to her for advice. Sometimes I don't listen. I'm stubborn.
Right. And then when he don't listen and end up happening what I told him, then he's like, okay, I should have listened. Well, too bad.
But
You didn't. So.
But I'm just happy that she's there to support. Now it's vice versa. I gotta support her 110%. You know what I mean? Whatever how it goes down. For this magazine. And like, I'm gonna support it, be behind it, do the graphics, help her promote the events. I am one of the masterminds of when it comes down to the business aspects of business structures, but to show her how to do it, and her actually doing it is amazing.
It's cool to see.
Yeah.
That's dope,
tight.
bro. So talking about like you being the business orientated one, does it take a toll on you after a while? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It does in a way. That's why when I get bored of something, I try something new. If something doesn't work out the first time, then I'll try something new.
And that we disagree.
So, yeah.
Because, see, you got to understand it, right? So a business, when it starts, it could take from 2 to 5 years to build. So you have to be constant and just determined to do it.
Consistent.
Stick to it. Yeah.
Consistent. And just being like with the whole COVID thing is like you start something. It kind of was like a downfall a little bit because we were gaining momentum.
Right.
We were gaining momentum in Vegas and like we were like all gun ho. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we were just like passing out flyers, getting people involved, getting print people involved, vendors involved. And then COVID hit, everybody started shutting down. It's like
you couldn't do nothing.
You can't do nothing. No vendors, no business, So it's like that started hurting us, and it's like, oh man, it was like, what do we do now?
When it came to the business, to our regular jobs, because we had regular jobs still, because we were just hustling to get out of working our regular jobs, But once that hit, well, you have no tourists. Well, then guess what? There's no work.
Yep.
So, I mean, I had a job, thank God.
Yeah.
But he was out of the job because his job was pretty much dealing with tourists.
Damn.
So once that happened, you closing casinos, you closing everything. I mean, no good.
Yeah. But, I wanted to go back to that Tommy gun. Did you shoot it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We did.
You shot it?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. If you go on our Facebook, on my Facebook, you'll see. Like if you go all the way down, it's like a while back, but you go see it.
I'm scared to shoot one of those because I feel like I'll fly like that. Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? The little dude that shoots the gun and he flies across.
Nah, but it was
No, but I mean, you have instructors that will pretty much guide you and they're prepared for that. There's a guy that actually guide me how to shoot the guns. He was ex-military, so he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So we were not just gonna give you the gun and here.
This is your first time here. Here's a gun.
No, not at all. We were gonna have instructors telling you how to use it and what were
Tell
they
you the
for
history.
in the history of the gun as
Have
well.
you guys? I don't know if you ever have you guys ever watched Boardwalk Empire?
No.
It's a great show. It's about prohibition.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And, Atlantic City.
Okay.
It's based on
I gotta go
Atlantic
check
City.
that out too.
It's dope, man. They show Tommy guns and all that stuff. It's a crazy show, man. Yeah, you
check
definitely
that
got to
out,
watch
for
it.
sure.
But yeah, no, when you said the Tommy guns, that show came up. That's why I'm mentioning it.
It's all good.
But that's cool. That's awesome. Yes, we're gonna do that. So that sucks that it didn't work out, right?
Yeah.
It would have been something really good for people to do.
Yeah.
Like it would have been something very interesting because what we were tapping in, it was the history of Vegas itself.
Yeah.
So I mean, Vegas wouldn't existed if the Hoover Dam was not even built.
Yeah.
So and there's a lot of couple things that we learned that were pretty interesting and that I really got passionate about it. I like history.
Right.
So we were like, so we already had the Hoover Dam established. And our tours were a little bit different because we actually personalized our tours, meaning that we would get out, we will actually give you the history of Boulder City, how it got built, how the Hoover Dam got built. Like it was like step by step.
In some of the Hoover Dam tours that we did, you would actually get to go inside the Hoover Dam.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Actually inside it, did you see the generator room?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Did you ever see Megatron or?
Negative.
But they do definitely tell you that it was actually really filmed there.
Yeah.
So they show you where exactly
where were the scenes.
So
And
So-
then
cool.
just a fun fact, you know that the Hoover Dam had a pet,
A pet?
a pet, yeah.
Was it a cat?
No, it
a
was
dog.
A dog?
Yeah.
You can actually walk and you'll
There's
see
a
his blade.
tombstone.
Yeah, it's a
there.
tombstone
really?
for him.
Oh, for
So
real?
why
Yeah.
did they keep a dog there?
Well,
It
he was
was
actually one of the guards.
protecting,
He was
yeah.
when the workers used to work there. He used to bring them food, like just
Okay, the
like
workers
sacks of
will
food,
give in
and then
food, and then he
Yeah.
will protect,
For-
the
protect the
area.
area.
Oh, wow, that's
What?
interesting.
From
Yeah.
like people trying to get in and stuff like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That was their guard.
Technically.
It
What-
was,
what
it
type
was
of
the
dog?
I think it was a straight.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
for
was,
real?
it was a stray. It was a stray dog, but they adapted the dog to the Hoover Dam, and they used to have these cars to take the workers in and out of the tunnels.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
so the dog actually passed because it slept under one of those the
Yeah.
car and got.
But just an
they
honor
killed
it to the
Yeah.
dog, they have a plate on.
So
in the Hoover Dam.
if you guys ever go to the Hoover Dam, there's going to be a guy, like kind of like a statue of a guy kind of like hanging.
Mm-hmm.
And if you walked around a corner, if you look down
There's
on
the
the
plate.
far side, there's a little cemetery. Like not, I wouldn't even say like a
Okay.
grave site, like
Okay.
a engraved, like a 81 or something, like a number, right? That signifies where the guard shack was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guard shack that was there, that is the place where he normally sat and watched the workers.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Man, well, right now that it's drying up, right? Because it's drying up.
Oh yeah.
It's a
And
It
they're
has a
drought.
finding
drought.
bodies. They're finding all sorts of
Oh.
stuff.
It was pretty
Oh,
much
what?
from the mafia.
Yeah,
It
the
goes all the
mobs.
way back
Yeah.
from the mobsters.
Yeah.
And you ever and speaking of, this is another fun fact. If y'all didn't know, you ever heard the term of being 86 from a club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know where that term came from?
No, what is it?
It actually came from the mobster. So meaning if you got 86 from a club, it means that they're taking you like
They're whacking you?
yeah. Yup.
But
Pretty
it has
much
a
8
meaning.
feet.
It has a
8
meaning.
miles out, 6 feet deep.
Oh.
That's what that
86,
means.
eight
So,
So
like
you're
out,
gonna-
out of the radius of where they're
And
at.
yep.
8 miles.
miles
and
out,
then-
yep. And 6 feet deep.
Oh, that's very interesting.
crazy.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that because I've
Yep.
heard the term before, and that usually means like you're like
You're
kicked
out.
out, you're done, like you're
No.
banned.
No. That means that you're done. You're
Oh,
done.
I used to,
Man,
I used to work in the restaurant, right? And then we'd be like, oh, 86, whatever, like
Yeah.
a certain food, prime rib.
Yeah.
And
So
it meant
yeah,
that we're
that's-
out of it.
That's the term. That's where the term came from.
Interesting.
From mobsters in Vegas in the clubs and casinos.
Did you know that, Ruben? No?
No.
Yeah. So
crazy.
We learned
yeah.
something today, bro. Thank
Yup.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
Showcall.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's right, bro.
For all the listeners that say that anything,
86 them?
no, you're learning stuff here. You're learning good stuff here, all right?
Hey,
You're learning with us.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So when you guys were doing this, like you guys had to study.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But-
We had to go searching. There's like
Not just search it. We
What?
actually went down to the historical places. We had people that kind of like got to know us, and they were telling us like, "Hey, you can go and read this book. I recommend you to read this book and do this and do your research."
So you
And
guys
Yeah.
you guys would read the books?
yeah, read books,
Information,
go
go
through
through-
whatever we can
yes.
find, pamphlets. Just even going into the museum and just really like observe
Yeah.
everything.
if you guys ever go to the Hoover Dam, I will recommend you to go to the little
Boulder-
town.
Yeah. So
It's so peaceful,
Boulder
so
City.
nice. Nothing
Yeah.
like compared
Go
to
to
Vegas.
the Boulder Hotel.
Boulder Hotel,
Boulder
yes.
Hotel. And
You-
they actually have a museum, a small little
Free.
museum. It's
you can
free.
go in there.
And they show you the history, how the city was built, and stuff like that. So when people migrated during the Depression, right, they traveled from the East Coast, right, and they settled down in Boulder City.
So the thing is, it was supposed to be a man town.
Yeah.
So meaning there was just supposed to be only men, but they didn't realize that they had families, they had wives, they had kids, and a lot of people end up losing their home. So they grabbed whatever they could
And bring
and
that
brought them
family.
in. So they were literally living around the what's it called, Lake
Oh,
Lake Mead.
Like me?
Yeah, so they literally were like living nearby because they need a source of water.
They
and
call
stuff
it
like that.
Ragtown.
Yeah,
Ragtown?
pretty much. Yeah,
Ragtown.
and then in that same museum, you can see what kind of like a house looked like, which was not
It
even
was
a
like
house.
a shack.
Little shack.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Shack.
I was scrolling through Instagram, right? And I seen this thing that is like conspiracy theories, I guess. So they're saying that Egypt is actually here in the United States. It was actually here in the United States.
Oh.
So they're saying that they're finding artifacts like small pyramids, sphinx, all sorts of stuff that is supposed to be out there in Egypt,
Yeah.
out
Here.
there in Vegas.
Oh.
But I
And-
thought
and
I
they-
thought it was in the
Grand Canyon?
The Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon too.
Well, that's in Arizona, right?
That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what they're saying. That there's like
A portal.
not a portal, just a.
portal.
Nah, you just walk
Like,
through there, bro.
Well,
They-
watch
those
it.
exist. I
Yeah.
want. I want to try it out.
But the conspiracy that I was watching, it said
Well,
there was a portal supposedly,
have
right?
you-
Nah, that's the
could take
movie you were watching.
No, no.
Fucking Elon
Have
Musk
you
over
It's a
maybe-
here.
conspiracy. I don't
Oh,
believe
okay,
it.
okay.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just
Right.
telling you what they
Alright, go
said.
ahead. Sorry, go
So
ahead.
anyway, but they said they have these like statues at the what's
The
it
Grand
called?
Canyon?
No, not the Grand Canyon.
Lake Mead?
Vegas?
Lake Mead, but yeah, where we're
The
talking
Hoover
about where
Dam.
Boulder.
Hoover
Yeah,
Dam.
yeah,
Damn
I'm
it.
like, I'm
Hoover
Sorry,
Dam.
the
I'm
Hoover
trying
Dam.
to think. Like, which one?
We're doing guessing games.
Wrong, but close.
Anyway,
We getting there.
We're getting there. We got there. All right, we got the what's it
The
called?
Hoover
The
Dam.
Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam. They have statues. They're like angels. Like they have wings,
Right.
but it's like yeah.
Sphinx, I think they're called, or something like that.
No. They're actually like angels. It
Statues of
has to
angels?
do with the Illuminati. That's what they're saying.
Well, if
Well-
you go down into the Hoover Dam, there's actually a couple of like angel looking like things.
Yes.
That's out there. So it does kind of like there are conspiracies about that with the Illuminati. But there's more to it, you know.
Can you explain, or are you part of the Illuminati?
Oh,
Nah,
come
man.
on.
You can't talk about
No,
that.
I mean, have you ever opened probably like the possibility that we are not the oldest generation of human beings? I mean, who knows?
What do
Like,
you-
how do you know there was previous civilizations, or it could be that certain people are managing certain information, but how do we know there was anything before that? I mean, it's a possibility.
I feel, man, you make a great point, by the way, first of all. But then again, I feel like it's so easy to manipulate, you know what I'm saying?
course.
The scenario, the whatever it is, right? Because the victor in whatever, if there's a war or whatever, the victor always tells their part of the story.
Of course.
Yes.
So
And
it's
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, everything that's going on, I don't know, man.
No.
Sometimes
So-
it's kind of hard not to believe some of these conspiracies.
No,
Some
so
of us,
but
yeah.
what I'm trying to get at is with that is like, how do you know? Like, okay, so let's just go through another conspiracy. Now, like, how do you know that? How do we have people or civilization here in America? How they came? How?
What do you mean?
They were already here.
The natives?
Like
Yeah.
the Native Americans were already here.
Okay, but like it's supposed to be that like it was one whole continent and then a break off, right?
Right. Pangea, yeah.
Pangea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but how do we know that? How do we know if there was actually
Pangea?
no? Yeah.
Like one whole continent?
How do we know there was people here? How do we know that they didn't migrate? Like, there's many possibilities, many things that could have happened. How do we know that there was people that were migrating from Egypt to here?
So
You know which one
From Arizona.
the one that I
No,
the one
but
that I'm stuck on?
look at Middle Eastern people and look at Latino people. Not saying that there's a lot of similarities, but
no, there is.
Yeah, sometimes
There
people
is.
think that I'm Arab.
exactly.
and
And
I go
they
to
have
the-
told me too that you look, you look Indian or you look Arab or you look like no, I'm
And
Mexican.
then I go to the
Hey, you
7-Eleven
do
and
look Arab.
I talk to the guy. Thank you, luck, my friend.
Arab money.
Arabian Nights. No, you know which one I'm on? It's the COVID, man. I don't believe that stuff, man. You know what I mean? I feel like, I know people got sick. Don't get me wrong. I know people were getting sick, but I just don't think that it was as bad as.
Now I like
They
to
said-
extend.
Well,
You know what I
there's
mean?
another. Well, we're talking about that real quick.
That's
Have
just
you- have
my
you seen-
personal
have you seen-
opinion.
Have you seen Suddenly Died?
No.
Who suddenly
No
died?
judgment
No,
here.
no, that's,
Oh,
that's,
don't worry.
thank
That's
you.
the show.
Thank you.
No, I was looking at the camera. I was talking to the listeners.
That's the name of the documentary.
Okay.
I definitely I would tell people to go watch it. It's interesting.
That's what's
Very
up.
interesting.
What is it called?
Suddenly died.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
watch it. I like
It's hard to find.
documentaries.
It's hard to find. It's not on
Most
YouTube.
likely, information that is good is
It's
either
hard to find.
disappearing
Yep.
or taken down,
Yeah.
or you
Right.
can't find it anymore.
Yeah, but it's
Or
it's
it's
a crazy
flagged.
it's a crazy thing. But anyways, but yeah, it's crazy that we're talking about conspiracies, but it just came up with that whole.
I mean, it's a good
topic.
topic.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah, bro. But
Dangerous but good.
yeah.
I
So
just
so
throw
do you
this out
believe in
there.
conspiracies? Do you? How do you feel since you studied history or you
Man,
you
I
kind of
mean,
learned history?
I like history, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, like when you ask me, do you like school? I say no. But history, yes.
There's
And,
another
you know,
conspiracy theory about school.
There it is.
There it is.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what really intrigued me, the reason why I really wanted to go to Vegas and move to Vegas because of Area 51.
For real.
For real.
Well, that's
So
not a conspiracy. That's a fact, right?
That's facts.
But you don't
That's
know
fact.
what's
It's
there.
actually
The
there. I mean,
conspiracy
it really is there.
No, it is there, but we don't know what's
declassified-
there.
they
Yeah, we don't know
declassified
what
that they know that
exactly.
there's like aliens and shit. Didn't
Well,
they?
didn't
I
you
mean,
speak to an alien?
I
How
mean,
did
how
the
do you
alien
know if
talk?
it's the aliens and it's not actually technology that they have they can manipulate? Like, there's a lot of things. I'm
Right,
into
right,
it
right.
because I know
Right.
about the different conspiracy theories,
Right.
but at the same time, they're very they're dangerous because they
Mm-hmm.
can put people in survival mode, meaning they're only like panicking. And I told you because I was one of
You-
them.
you-
I
you-
was
yeah,
one of
yeah.
them.
What was that show you used to watch?
I just to watch
Alex Jones?
Alex
Oh,
Jones.
yeah.
And she, man, I remember there was a lot of
Well,
times
because
where
you start seeing everything and you start like seeing things that are actually facts. But then again, what I don't like is that certain people like carries it on and they go really far with it and they don't stick to the facts, and that's when it could be very very dangerous.
Well, yeah, I think it's another tactic to like put fear in people, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's-
And
It's a fear
ultimately, you got to be a grown person and be like, okay, I believe this much, but I don't believe that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to take it with a grain of salt.
Well,
Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been worked up. Like I see some things and I was like, damn it, shit, what am I gonna
Yeah.
do? I gotta go to Costco to buy some toilet paper.
Yep.
no, and
You know
that's
what I'm
That
just,
was
and that's-
real. That was for real. There was no toilet paper. Trust me, I tried.
I mean, but like,
I had to get a bidet.
but like, and speaking of that, like,
COVID.
you know, you had your previous of that, you have the H1N1 virus, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that was like one of the trials, or people were saying that was one of the trials they did, and then they did this one.
COVID,
So-
COVID shots are still trials.
Yeah.
I just want to throw out there that I never got vaccinated not a single time and haven't been sick in the last 2 years at all.
It's all good.
Huh?
We're not judging.
Wait. So hold on. Ruben has Chino has something to say. Say it
Yeah,
again.
say go ahead.
Wait till what happens next.
Oh, that's
Hey,
what
you know
what's
what?
his name said.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Test runs. These were test runs, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the H1N1 literally was one of them, and they did a couple of them like that.
Before, yeah.
So and like
In
it was
2015 or
the
something like
Ebola, the Ebola virus.
Ebola,
then it
the-
was the
the
H1.
Nile
It was
virus.
the H1. Yeah, exactly. So it's just like
The swine flu. They try to scare. They try to do it a lot of times, and then they finally. I feel like they did it just to see how far they can like.
Well,
really-
this is
You know
what
what I mean?
Jordan
This is how I
Peterson
feel.
said. I don't know if you know who Jordan Peterson is, but if you don't, I would suggest you
I've
look
heard
him
the
up.
name.
And he came out on the Joe Rogan show, but he says that basically what the government tries to do is slowly but surely, like they it's a push and pull game, right?
It's conditioning.
So it's like
Right, they
conditioning
wanna
exactly. They
put fear in people.
right.
so you are in survival mode. You're not thinking straight, and they can manipulate you. It's called MK Ultra. So they're brainwashing you.
Through your phone too, huh? Like every
Absolutely.
social
Yeah,
media
the
that you
Lake
see.
Talk the one's
media,
gonna be
everything.
shut down after this
No,
episode.
no, it's not.
They'll be like, thanks, Showcall, you shut us down.
No.
You and your
no.
conspiracies in Las Vegas.
It's all
Yeah.
fun and games, right? Until someone gets canceled. No, not us.
Nah,
That's
but
funny.
that-
Hey, we got. Maybe y'all need to do a conspiracy like
Episode.
episode,
we
man.
probably will, but we just have to get the right people in here to
You're
speak
right,
about
right.
it, and we have to do our research as well. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sure.
Because I couldn't even damn remember the what's it called?
The Hoover
The
Dam.
Hoover Dam?
Over there.
I'll be your
There
translator,
you
bro.
go, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
But nah,
definitely.
man, that's a topic that definitely
It could last.
It could last forever.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
Forever.
a black hole. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're excited. We're excited. The what?
I said it's like a
We
black
talked
hole,
about
like-
black holes.
It's because I was like,
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
But yeah, man, no, we definitely. I'm excited
yeah.
for what you have in store. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
For-
I told you, I got some things cooking.
yeah,
you
man.
know
Every
what I'm
time you
saying?
come with something else, man. What else you got?
I mean,
in your
hey,
sleeve,
you
man?
never know. Like I said, I got some things.
For
in my
Showcall,
sleeve.
you
Yeah,
you
for
can't
sure.
leave us like this, man. You know, last time you were all like, "Yeah, we got some things cooking."
It's because
Yeah.
we don't want to say anything because then sometimes they don't consolidate or somebody else will make a move before we can.
Okay,
Right.
No, I
So yeah,
understand that.
there's thin walls between the microphones.
Hey,
You know what
okay,
I'm
I
saying?
get you.
So-
That's true.
But
That's
yeah,
true.
so I like I got some hot stuff coming up. But yeah, all I can say is that just wait for New Motion to pull that out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, January 21st. Come check us out, man. Come support. Newgate Mall in Ogden, and come support us and come say hi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
find out what we're doing. And also, not to mention, the magazine will also be opening up a quinceañera modeling academy as well.
Check you
Yeah.
guys out.
Yeah, so-
you guys are really doing stuff.
So that's
Yeah.
why I kind of asked you. Do you, is it so? Once this opens, are you looking for models?
Oh yes,
or-
we're looking for models now.
Like-
For between 8 to 18, as a matter of fact, and also champelanes too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if
Fonzie looks young enough.
I mean, we could probably get a tuxedo
Yeah,
baby
all
gap.
right.
for us.
I'm all right, dog. I'm all right. homie. I'm all right. Thank you, though.
Hey,
Appreciate
what's
the
the
offer.
name? What's the name of the magazine?
So it's Miss Utah Quince magazine.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
And you'll find all that information on the website as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Website. You can go on New Motion Productions, and then also Instagram, Facebook.
What
you can
about
find us.
vendors that are listening that maybe you are interested in maybe trying
Hit
to
us
get on the
up.
magazine?
Yeah.
Hit us up because definitely, if you want to be part of this culture, if you're like I said, if you're a photographer, if you're a DJ, if you're doing
Designer.
globals, balloons, decorations, if you're an event planner, because there's a lot of event planners out here that don't get the recognition as well, and also choreographers. The list goes on. Transportation services, venues. If you're a venue, come hit us up as well, so we can go ahead and plug some quinceañeras to your spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a
Dope,
lot.
dude.
Man, like I said, I'm excited, and I'm also gonna be hosting.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're gonna
Yes,
be
sir.
hosting.
I'm gonna be. You didn't know
Yes.
that?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hosting. I'm gonna be the
MC.
host with the most.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro.
so
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
I actually
definitely.
want to talk to you guys about that. We'll talk about this after the show. But I really need to get the terminology down with the whole quinceañera. So you got to teach me some things because I was a chambelán a long time ago, and but that was a long time
Hey,
ago.
I
A
get
long
it.
time
I
ago.
get it.
Speaking
He
of-
just
speaking-
asked me something. I was like, I just went blank.
so I mean, we're doing our quinceañera stuff and being a magazine. So
I can't be a chambelán, bro.
I also heard through the grapevine that you guys do a 360 photo booth. So let's talk about that for a minute.
Called Fonzie.
So it's called Snap Me 360, and we're a local business, and we're trying to get our business out there. And we're gonna be at the
At the
expo as
expo,
well.
yep.
So it's like
Yep.
it's Snap Me 360. It's basically a photo booth, but it spins. So it's taking pictures of you or video of you while you and your friends, family, boyfriend,
Your
girlfriend,
guests,
whatever
yeah.
guests. They could take memorable pictures, and
Oh, that's cool.
it's and we also what is it? We put a font in the front.
With your
a customized
font.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so-
With the event name and the date and all that stuff.
So
whatever
Awesome.
you need.
for this event, we'll put the font or whatever the name of the event. I'm saying on
sounds
every
good.
picture.
So
So
yeah, they'll get a little sneak peek of what
Yeah.
you guys got.
It's
Yeah.
dope. I've
Yeah.
I've used the booth a couple times. It's really dope. I really like the images that it catches,
yeah.
and it's dope. I believe you guys have an Instagram page as well, right?
We do have an Instagram page, so you guys can follow us on SnapMe360 on IG,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Snap me-
I think it might be.
It might be different.
It is Snap Me360 Utah,
double
right?
check.
Yeah.
It's SnapMe360 Utah.
And then
Man,
here's the limo. Sorry for that.
All right, I got you. Yeah.
Oh, you got stickers?
Yeah, I got stickers. There's one right there.
That's what-
under the-
Yeah. What's it called?
It's a royalties limousine service.
That's right. And that's
So
our
royalties, come hit me up, man. We got a lot of quinceañeras that might want to.
We
If
got
you
to
got
work.
party buses or
Yeah,
whatnot,
and that's what he does. That's
Shout
what
out to
he
the
what's
does.
up.
homie Juan Revelo.
Yeah, shout out to
That's
him.
what's
him
up.
there.
So yeah, man, and then once again, it's Utah Tsunami 360. If you guys are
yeah.
interested, definitely follow us on Instagram. But yeah, man, you caught me off guard with that question. So yeah, for you though, I gotta stay on my toes, man.
That's
my
cool. That's
toes.
cool, man.
But yeah, bro. Other than that, besides the expo coming up, because there's 2 events, right?
There's 2 events. Yes,
There's the 19th, and then there's another one.
There's a one in like
April,
probably
right?
That's-
in April.
That's
gonna be,
for, like
like-
just fully. That's ours. That's
Right.
gonna be our expo, and it's gonna be based on quinceañeras, dresses, whatever it is. that the girls need
Weddings,
it. Yes.
you name it.
So it's gonna be based on quinceañeras, weddings, and prom, because we don't see that focusing a lot, and you have like people that sell dresses, but they're not focusing on more.
Right.
And you know how many high schoolers go to prom?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Every
see dresses?
every year,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
and not just prom, homecoming. All the other dances
Exactly.
they have.
Yep.
and another thing is like I wanted probably to open the door for other cultures to see probably what we have to offer too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
So I know for a fact the Polynesian community is real big on stuff. So I definitely want to tap in the source with that. You know, we have a lot of Polynesians here. And I definitely want to work with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up. Let me know. Maybe we can brainstorm and bring something out. Maybe we do a Polynesian event. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely.
That'd be dope.
Definitely.
Just put some reggae music on.
Oh, yeah.
Cook some ribs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They'll show
All
up.
that. All that. Pacific Island, baby.
Yeah, no, they know how to
Okay.
party, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Some kava and some kush. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
My guy. So one thing that's crazy, I didn't know you were Filipino.
Yeah, man.
He told us last time.
Oh,
pay attention,
I
man.
forgot. Too much erasing, bro. No. Okay. Nah. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope, man. Hell yeah. They always ask me if I'm Filipino, bro.
Same.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, you
there's
definitely can-
actually a reason why. Do you know there was actually Filipinos exported to Mexico?
Yeah. Oh,
So-
definitely the Spaniards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they exported
Fonzie,
both ways.
I think you're Filipino, bro.
Oh, you got me, bro. You got me.
Yeah. I just don't speak it, though.
No.
I don't speak it. My mom never, ever, ever taught me. I think it's the fact that she didn't want me to know the dirt. There was families was talking about.
The same with Spanish, you know.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
So it's like she's like, you're not gonna. You're American.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn.
don't need to
You don't
learn.
learn. You know.
Well,
and then-
I'm pretty sure because she wanted you to be a nurse, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
listened to the Joy Coy.
Joe
Oh,
Coy.
Joe Coy is awesome.
And
I
you know,
love
I'm planning. I might be planning to bring him out here to Salt Lake. So we might see what if that ever happens.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
So-
you do a good impersonation of him. Do it.
Joseph.
Whoa. Yeah, the way they talk
Rice is
is
rice.
Yeah.
Because they don't use the F, the H, the P.
The pil.
Filipino.
The Filipino.
Filipino.
Oh.
You gotta
Filipino.
use
Have
the
you guys ever
Filipino.
tried puto?
Oh no, man! I
Is this a trick question? Hey, she's trying to kill me. Olga, are you Olga?
No.
You trying to
No,
do me dirty
really.
like that?
Have you guys ever tried it?
Puto.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's a Filipino dish.
But is it
rice
like
cake.
Like a rice cake.
Oh, right. Rice cake.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, just
like
call it
rice cake,
that.
but they call it puto.
So, I mean, of course, you go to a Latino. It's like, hey, you want some puto? They're like, what?
Yeah.
Possibly like,
You want
yes.
some puto?
You'll be like, what's up there,
That's funny. Nah, man. One of my good friends, man, out in California, his name is Jay. Shout out to Jay. He is Filipino, man, up in Carson, man. So shout out to him. He's listening. But shout out to the Filipino community
Yes.
overall,
Yay.
man.
Big out.
So
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
They don't get
But I'm
enough
not
recognition.
But yeah, bro. But nah, man. We want to thank you guys for coming through. Like I said before, we're excited to see what you guys have in store with this whole event. And anything that you think we missed that you guys want to let the listeners know.
But like I said, just come check out. Go on social media. Check out Miss Utah Quince. That's with the Roman numerals, not 15 or
Hey.
Quince. It's XV. Okay, so Miss Utah XV gmail.com. And also with the social media is Miss Utah Kinsey _ on Instagram magazine. And yeah.
Awesome.
Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Before we end it, you want
story?
Well,
The story, man.
The story.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
the story. You gotta
No,
No, we're not gonna finish it.
Oh,
We're not gonna
okay,
finish
we're not gonna finish
okay.
it.
All right.
Okay, so
A question that we like to ask here.
So are you gonna let me ask it, or are you gonna ask it? Go ahead, ask
No,
it.
go ahead.
Something we like to do here is ask a question, and the question is, where's your favorite local spot to eat at?
It's a Filipino joint. It's called BFF.
BFF.
They got some pork adobo and some halo halo.
Oh, go over there, get
you
some
gotta try
puta.
that.
They probably do.
Puto.
Puto, eat it, puto.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What is it called again?
BFF.
BFF.
Yeah, that
okay.
lady over
Is
there, like they will call it Shima Ati, because
It's
when I
Ati.
went there, yeah, it's pretty much tia in equivalent in
Ati
Spanish.
is tia?
Ati.
Ati.
Yeah, so Shima Ati, because when I went there, I said, like, hey, you got some pork adobo? She's like, oh, not ready. It's not ready. And I said, oh, that's my favorite one. She's like, wait. She went back in the kitchen
And made it.
and got me, like, to make sure that I had my pork adobo. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Ati.
Yeah, Ati.
I need that.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
I just let her, whatever she like right now.
Yeah.
Is,
Man, it's what it is? Oh,
It
so you
is
don't
what
got
it is.
one?
I do. I mean, that's one of my spots too.
Okay.
But like I said, I've been. It's hard to choose now because I've been out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to pick, but I still I think my spot's still Augie or
Augie's?
Augies
I
or Augies.
really don't even know what it
Ogies.
is, but
Ogies.
it's that one.
Over there on
Yeah,
Redwood and
Ogies.
35th, right?
Yeah.
Ogies.
They, I
I
mean,
don't think
that
I've
they
been
still.
there.
Man,
Is
that
Is
you
that
go
the
for
one
breakfast?
with the little?
The breakfast is bomb.
Frog?
Gnome?
No, it's like
it's like
red-
you guys know where is the Lucky's
right next to Lucky's over there.
it's
off
behind
of
the
30.
behind the porky.
Yes, across the street from the swap.
Yes,
meet.
Oh, okay,
where
okay.
Porky's
Yes,
is around
yeah.
that.
Oh,
area.
okay.
Behind it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I never been, so I gotta
I've
go.
never been there. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to check it
it's
out.
cool
They got
after-
some good breakfast there.
Oh,
really
man.
Good after a
good.
nice night of drinking.
You've been there?
Right?
This guy.
Yeah, I've been there. It's,
All right.
it's dope.
Sounds good, man. All right, then.
Yeah.
Do you have any shout outs?
Man, just big shout out to my wife, doing her thing, supporting me, and then big shout outs to the Lake Talk and all the listeners that that listen to the podcast, especially when Showcall is on. I see the comments. I love y'all. Keep supporting New Motion Productions and all the ventures we're going to be having, and big shout outs to my team as well.
Hey, okay, man. Definitely, bro. So, let's roll it. Go ahead, Ruben.
Yeah, I have a shout out real quick. My shout out goes out to Bohemian Brewery for hooking us up with the beer and just being our sponsor.
Salud.
Right now, they have salute.
Salud.
Right now, they got a winter seasonal beer, right? It's called Brewski. I'm sorry. Love. Right now, they got a Bohemian Brewery got a winter seasonal beer. It's called Brewski. And it's a mountain pilsner similar to their Czech pilsner, but lighter in body and color, but brewed with floral mountain hops. So that's their winter seasonal beer. It's delicious. I've had it, and you should definitely check it out. Thank you, Bohemian.
What, a brewski?
Yeah, I was gonna
Do
get
we
a
have
brewski. We do.
Okay,
I think there's some in there.
Nah, I don't think I put them in there.
they're in the back,
Yeah,
but
they're
we
in
got
the
them.
back, but it's okay.
They're
That's all
absolutely delicious.
It's all right.
But yeah, going off of that, so
So talk about
I had
delicious.
something interesting happened at work. Earlier this week, and it's not like anything like crazy, but it was funny. I thought it was funny. So I'm on the computer, right? The work computer. I'm on the work computer and I'm looking up a job quote so I can pull certain items from our warehouse for the job to install them, And so I go onto the Google Drive because that's where they share all their documents, right? Our job, we all work off of Google. And so I grab one of the laptops and I'm looking through it, and I'm going through the shared documents, and I'm looking through the Google Drive, and I start seeing pictures, right? Pictures of some white women. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. I wonder who that is. And I just keep scrolling down, and I start seeing pictures of like random, like, you know what I mean? So I think you guys know where I'm going with this, right? So I stumble across a treasure chest. Damn, why can't I say that? A treasure chest
Yeah.
of nudes, right?
Man.
And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because this is a work computer, right? It's not a personal laptop. And so I was weirded out, and I look in the corner and I see, because it's supposed to be logged into, you know, our work profiles. Right. And a few weeks earlier, we had some temps come and they helped me do inventory, and they were using the computers. So one of these guys logged onto his personal Google, right, and never logged off. And I basically saw his wife's nudes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Excuse me?
It was funny though. It was funny because I started commenting on them on the pictures. So I started leaving comments on the pictures, right?
Excuse me?
And, yeah, man. Hey, don't judge me. Like I had to do it because the dude was slipping, right? He's gonna go through. He's gonna be looking at those pictures one day. He obviously saved them because he liked them, right? He's gonna be looking at his pictures one day. He's gonna be like, "Who left these comments? Like, what the fuck?" And he's gonna know he slipped. Hey, dog, don't do that again, all right? I caught you slipping, dog.
Moral of the story is, whenever you log on to Ruben's computer, make sure you log off of Google.
Hey, you know, I didn't do nothing sneaky. I didn't mean no harm.
It was not his fault.
It was not my fault. It just happened.
Hey, Bruce, but what if you would have seen him butt naked or something, like pictures?
I saw a few pictures of him in there, and he was shirtless, but that's as far as it went.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that happened, and I thought it was funny. I left a couple of comments, and then I logged out. But I caught you slipping.
Can you give us one of the comments that you?
Yeah, I commented on one of them, and it was funny because it didn't make any sense, but I just thought it was funny. I just thought it would be a funny thing to say. For him to read one day, whenever he logs back in, I commented on one of the pictures, orangutan titties. That's one of the comments I left. I left several, but yeah, I know it's just a little joke for him. He's gonna be embarrassed, I'm sure. But hey, that's your fuck up, homie, not mine. Thank you for listening, Salt Lake City. To my, how would you describe that story?
What? You're a pervert, bro.
A perverted story. Okay, whatever.
Orangutan,
bro.
titties,
The orangutan
It will be
clan.
more like the strange things that happen at work, right?
Is that one of the strangest
Or
things
probably
you ever
not.
had,
That
or-
just said it all. There's a lot more
No,
things going on.
usually, you know, work is just like straight business. But like that day, I was just, I don't know. It was just fate, I guess.
Ruben, was the question, were you entertained?
I was entertained showing my other coworkers. I was entertained. I was like, "Hey, yo, bro, come check this out. Look at this fucking idiot. He fucking logged out to Google and never logged out."
His whole.
So you're telling me that everybody saw the pictures of his wife?
Oh, a few people, yeah. Not everybody, but a few people. They don't logged
The
out.
whole company, they're
Was
posted
she,
on the.
was she pretty? Okay, yeah,
she was-
just say yes.
She was alright. She was, you know, just like a plain Jane.
Hey,
Hippie type white girl.
all naked women are pretty. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, she was beautiful in her divine energy.
There you go.
I mean, I'm just saying, they're all women are beautiful. They just don't have money. Because if they did, they're all women.
be beautiful.
No.
Yeah,
Because they have BBLs and all that.
absolutely.
I think she was all natural. I think I have a pretty good eye for that.
You can tell.
Yeah, I know what orangutan titties look like when I see them. I've been to the zoo.
So, thank you guys for listening. This has been another great episode of the Lake Talk 801. We thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. Man, we're excited to see what else you guys have in store for us and for Salt Lake, for Utah.
yeah, for sure.
And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go do that now.
Make sure you
Go
subscribe.
leave
Subscribe.
comments, like, I don't know, say I'm ugly. I don't care. Just let us know. Something.
What do you
Say
guys call? What
something,
do you
damn
guys
it.
call me today? Brown what?
No, I said that he looked like Bruce Wayne with his hair slicked back like that. And then I was like, Brown Wayne.
Brown Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, Brown Wayne.
So, man, make fun of us. It's all good.
Not me.
Peace.
Don't make fun of me. Stay sexy, Salt Lake City.
Stay sexy, Salt Lake City.
Thank you for listening. Join us next time on the Lake Talk.
Like